It's true, I am working on a Saturday. So let's get going. I just want to get this to you all as soon as possible. And so we're going to make that happen. Let's go. So the thing we're going to be doing is user progress, which means this is going to be a little tricky with the example app that I've got here. Lots to think about that, but let's go get the progress first. So Epic API. Let's do this. Let's see, packages, workshop app, utils, Epic API. Let's not use the flag, use the command. There we go. Okay, cool. So then I can stick this down here, and we can say get progress and console log gotten. Here, let's actually get rid of that. There we go. Okay, gotten. Right, so then let's do progress only matters if you have auth. So auth info. If not auth info, then return console log. Well, yeah, there we go. I do have auth info. Now that's interesting. env is not defined. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. This is going to be kind of stupid. Probably should just not do it this way. Packages, workshop app, app, utils, env.server. It's probably not going to work either. Okay, fine. Yeah, I could make that work, but we're not going to bother. Let's just do this after all. Get rid of that. Export, get progress. Kind of like the rapid iteration cycle of that, but it's not worth making it work. So we'll just go over here to, where do we do this? Where would be the best place to do this? Yeah, probably in the layout, maybe in root. Yep, I think that would make the most sense. In root here, we're going to say, yeah, progress. Yeah. Get progress. There we go. And we will pass it timings. So we can get some timing info. Okay. And then, yeah, progress is right there. Cool. Okay, so then gotten. There we are. Got a memory leak going on here. Super annoying. Why is that happening? I do not know. FS watcher. That is probably coming from something else. Event emitter. I've only got the auth emitter. But we do have the watcher. Oh, wait, no. Okay. All right. Anyway, once we get the auth info, then we can say, should we just cache this right from the get-go? We should return cachified. The key will be, yep, progress with that access token. we're gonna inline variable. What's that? What? Oh, that's funny. Okay, and this is going to be our token part. We're going to MD5 hash that. Great, and then our get fresh value. Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot to validate the return type of this, like the cached value, check value. Oh, actually, you know what? I think yeah, no, that's fine. It's going to be a union of these things. I think actually we can do this. Let's grab this. Come on. Whoa. Okay, fine. We can do that. So it is null. Here, let's add null at the end. Okay, so it is either an object with a transcript, mux playback ID, status, status code, and status text. The status code will, in this case, it could be any 200 number, so that's fine. And then status text string, yep. Or it's an error with code and text. Or it's null. Okay, cool. So that way we can check the value that was in the cache, and if it ever gets out of date, then it gets ejected, and that's good. Okay, so in here, we see about that API. We've got several places where we've been chatting about these APIs and stuff. See if I can find. Okay. Here it is. All right, I'm just going to copy this. All right. Let's see if Copilot can help me with this. If I write update progress, and progress is The post expects a lesson slug. Okay. So hopefully this is enough. Array of strings, huh? Entire array of their progress at a per lesson level. I think it's actually an object. Slug and created at, I don't know, here, let's see. He said it later. Huh. He said it somewhere. Okay, well, we'll see what it looks like here in a second. So let's not check the value quite yet. And in fact, let's not do any caching yet either. Let's just make the request. So let's get our result, await, fetch. And here's our actually response. Well, not quite. We still need to parse that. Yeah, okay, that works. Oh, hello. Good question. I don't have time to answer questions like that right now, but feel free to bring it to office hours or the Call Kent podcast, and I'd be happy to answer that question. Okay, and let's console log raw info. Oh, wow. It 4-4. Okay. Maybe it's not deployed. This would be a bummer. Pretty sure by now I should have progress. And I'm not seeing that. But if I mark it as complete, there it is. This is TRPC, so rats. All right. Luckily for me, this is all open source. API. Progress, there it is. It is there. There's the token. So the question is this deployed? And we got a red X here, so maybe not. That's a tweak styles though. Docker LOL. Yeah, this is a year ago. I think this was back when they were exploring using Remix for EpicWeb. I said, hey, we got to use Remix for EpicWeb because that's what I'm teaching people. And then they decided, hey, it's just pretty different from the way that we do things. And so decided to say, okay, you do things the way you do things. That's fine. Well, this came in yesterday. It's a preview, production, EpicWeb. Doesn't require a user send back a video via API. Okay, so now if I look at the files at this point, this is yesterday. Well, progress was in there. So I'm not sure why I'm getting a 404. API progress. Oh, Epic React. What? Come on, Copilot. You jokester. There it is. Gotta be careful with those AI assistants. Okay, great. So now I know what this looks like. Lesson ID. Here we go. Whoops. It's an array of objects that have a lesson ID and completed at. And then we have our cache, is our FS cache. And we have our timings, yep. Let's accept a request as well. So we can force fresh. And then our get fresh value. Yep, and that should do that. Trying to decide if I should just cache the API response as is, or if I should do transformations to associate the API response with all the videos that are currently a part of this. And I think let's cache the slow part. Yep. Yeah, cache this part. Okay, so what that means is then yeah, let's just return response JSON. If response status is less than 200 or greater than or equal to 300. Then I want to throw there we go. Okay, so now we can get the progress and it will be cached. And now if I look at this, root progress, boom, there you are. I've got all of those. Cool. So then it's a matter of mapping that to the workshop data itself. And then we update the progress. Export a function that we need it to get workshop data. Workshop slug, yep. You see, where's that conversation there? Yeah, and then we'll take the rest of, trying to decide, I think, yeah. Oops. And we're going to do a similar thing here. All right, so getting workshop data, we need to do, it's really going to be pretty similar. We don't need to bother getting workshop data if they haven't signed up. So if it's deployed, we're not going to get it. If we don't have auth info, we're not going to get it. Let me double check. Yeah, the promise is any. Why is that? Oh, right. That's right. Epic progress schema. There we go. Now this will be much happier. Awesome. And then here, workshop data. This, oh yeah, that's right. This doesn't require auth. But do we need to bother getting it if you're not authenticated? Because the only thing we use it for is progress. So auth is not required, but we only use it for progress, which is only needed if you're authenticated anyway. Okay, so then this is Epic workshop data, and this is just going to be the workshop slug. And then the value here is relatively complicated. Let's try this. Transform. There's a transform JSON to Zod. There's like this site that'll transform everything. Transform tools. There we go. Nice. Oh man, really? Oh, right. Okay. View source. Wowza. It's not quite that smart. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do this piece by piece then. Okay, here, how about this? ChatGPT, can you do this? Turn this JSON, or please create a minimal Zod schema based on this JSON, or that would successfully parse this JSON schema, or this JSON object. Ah, rats. All right, fine. I am going to have to shrink this down just a bit. See what you can do, ChatGPT. I think I'm going to leave off the type, the updated at, the key, and the ID. Well, no, we got to keep the ID because that's where what we get from the lesson ID thing here. I think I'd rather do progress.lesson slug if that was possible. No. That's a completely different thing outside of EpicWeb. Yeah, it looks like they've got tons of stuff in here. Let's look at our Prisma schema then. There it is, lesson slug. So I could have it return the lesson slug if I wanted it to. That's good. Okay, so what did you put together for me? We got slug, GitHub repo. What are we using the GitHub repo for? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not sure why I did this now that I think about it, because I really only care about some specific parts of this. So we're going to remove a lot of stuff, but I'm going to need the slug. Where's the slug being used? Right there in the module schema, huh? Yeah, I don't care about that. What's state? Draft. Yeah, I don't care about that. The title, I honestly don't care about that either. Module type. Yeah, that doesn't matter either. GitHub. No, that doesn't matter. I don't need it. Image. No. maybe later. Yeah, that type updated at ID doesn't matter. What's the body? Huh. Well, what's the difference between ID and ID? Who knows? They are exactly the same. In any case, I don't need it. Product. What is product? It's interesting that Copilot thought it could be a string if it does exist. OG image. Ooh. Now that could be cool to have, because then I could just use that for my OG image. I'll think about that. Maybe we could use this for our own OG image instead of making our own. Yeah, because then we just do this. Thing is, I want to be able to include the exercise. So if I share this, I want it to say styling. And I share this, I want it to say links to public files, all that. So we'll have to think about that. Sections. Yeah, sections and lessons. Here we don't actually end up with anything. And description. Okay, cool. So that's the module. And then a section. We don't care about that. Don't care about that or that. Resources, huh? What is resources? Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, I don't think we need anything other than that. We have lesson versus exercise. Okay. Interesting. Aha, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, cool. That's interesting. So lesson, can a lesson have a solution? Oh, the solution for the lessons is null. Always, it looks like, at least in my case. Yeah, I'm not seeing any solution on the lessons. That makes sense. I think lesson is like a, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so then here we've got that. We don't need that or that or that. I think we do want the slug though. And then solution. Solution doesn't have an ID. I guess not. That is, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Let's go to here again. Go to apps, EpicWeb, and source and pages, API, and then workshops module. That's right. Okay, yeah, that's good. on a second. Skill recordings, where is that? There you are. That's a query to sanity. That makes sense. So I would want to add ID to this. Either that or we just update this. Where is it? Yeah, update this to also include the slug. Its code view is read only. Okay, right, that makes sense. Okay. Lesson slug progress lesson. Ooh, I forgot. Where's my Prisma schema? Yep, it's lesson slug. Am I going to get in trouble if I commit instead of make a PR? That's the question. Add lesson. Here, this is a feature. Progress. Add lesson slug to EpicWeb progress API. Yeah, we expect the lesson slug, so that makes sense. And I just remind myself, the solution only has the slug. So if they also sent the ID, then we could go off of that, but they don't. And I feel less confident changing this. Though I'm sure I could just add a _ID and everything would be fine. But this affects other projects as well. So all right, and then there's a rule in this repo. You always have to include a GIF. So slug lesson slug. That's funny. Bam! Shocker. Okay. Now, can I just do this? And preview that. I'll just do the link. See, I don't do these as much as the rest of the team. And really? Not even anything? Lesson slug. Yeah, okay. So, embed then. Nope, don't want to do an iframe. Huh. There's got to be a better way. How about that? Maybe that works. I don't do enough PRs to this project. There we go. Probably explain why. This is necessary because we have the solution, which does not include its ID. I thought about adding it here, but that impacts more than just EpicWeb. I'll make a PR for that anyway, and you can merge whatever you like. Okay. So here we'll add ID. How did we end up with 2 IDs on this? I don't rightly know. Hold on a second. That's a modules query. Add ID field to solution. All right, let's do this then. Wait. I want to make a PR. What happened? There we go. Okay. Let's get a GIF. ID field. Sure. That's great. That's interesting. Okay. This is related to okay. ScriptKit, huh? That's interesting. What are they doing with ScriptKit on this thing? Out of date? What? How could it be out of date? Somebody make a 4 minutes ago. Oh, Joel's working. Apparently. Oh, sweet. He's adding API for talks, tips, and tutorials. Aw, thanks, man. Not sure if okay, he will get notified for this. I don't know why I find that so funny, but it is pretty funny. Okay, great. So here, actually coming back then, if we go to up here, or actually it'd be our compile mdx. We're gonna have okay, yeah, so we'll capture those too. Cool. So that means that what he just did, assuming it deploys, well, these are previews. Want production. Here we go, production Epic Web. That failed 2 minutes ago. Should I bookmark this? I never bookmark anything. But if you bookmark it, then it will autocomplete better for you, which is nice. Yeah, so what went wrong with this deploy, I wonder? Interesting. I don't see any use of FS, so I'm not sure why that would have happened. Weird. All right, well, I'm sure Joel is looking at it. Probably. Well, this failed. That's too bad. For the same reason. That makes sense. Okay, well, we'll just hopefully those get worked out soon. Oh, Joel responded. Okay, so it looks like the proper way to do this then would be yeah, okay. He's telling me there's a disconnect, and I think I understand now what it is. Pair, yep. Okay. Sounds good. So the toggle should go on the solution, and it toggles page, and it toggles the entire lesson. If a lesson doesn't have a solution, like intros, then the toggle shows up on the yeah, okay. That makes plenty of sense. Thanks. Okay, great. Then I will close this and this. Okay, good. Still proud of myself for making a PR instead of complaining to you. All right, good stuff. So get progress, update progress. Yeah, we don't care about this or that. The solution doesn't really matter either. All we need is I need to get all of the IDs for lessons and map those to slugs. Yeah, so we got the ID and the slug for both of those. And we're gonna, in my vernacular, these are exercise steps. So you've got exercises and steps. Let's see here. What's the data structure I need? So it's going to be something like an array of, well, we've got an array of lesson. Where's my, yeah, lesson ID and completed at. So that needs to map to, we need to know, okay, so I've gotten, I guess I need to map that to my, what am I thinking? Exercises. So this I don't want to make it a part of this data model, or because we cache this differently. There's a lot of caching going on here, and when they mark something as completed, there's no reason to remove that from the cache, I think. So instead, we need to, I'm going to need to look at the actual data. Where's that gist? Oh, here it is. So you mark the slug as complete. So we need to get the slug from the lesson. And that's what we submit when we say we're complete with the lesson, is this slug on the lesson. Yeah, okay, so this is the file or the slug in Sentry, but we don't need that anyway. And in fact, we don't care about whether there's a solution at all. All we need is this slug. But then we need to find the exercise that has that slug. So what that means is this exercise needs a slug. No, we can't do that though. We need to map it to, we need to get an object that has all the exercises, all the exercises. And those exercises will have their video embeds. And then we need to map this to the unique identifier of the exercise. So exercise number. And then for the steps, the step number. So we need an object that maps the progress. This could be lesson slug completed at whatever time, and then exercise number and step number if it yeah, so this would be instructions versus finished. So maybe this would be type exercise instructions, and then finished, and then step. So here we just remove that prefix. So we'd have instructions lesson slug. So epic lesson slug, epic completed at, and then step number. And then another type that is unknown. So it's possible, it's a mistake, but it is possible that we could have some lessons that are not represented in the workshop. And this could be null, potentially. All of these could be null. Okay. Great. So now, when I say get progress, we don't want this to be cached. So here we're going to do get epic progress, and then we're going to say get progress, and this is going to return this object here. Let's take this out, stick it up here. Those slugs are going to come from here. And here's where we're going to specify the epic workshop slug. And we don't need to pass that. And then for us, it's the module schema right here. There we go. Glad I thought about that. And yeah, we'll just leave all that. That's all fine. We don't really need the type on any of these, just the ID. So that means we can just inline this. We can inline this. Yeah, and we'll leave that as it is. Nope. Okay, cool. So then here we're going to do our first couple checks of are we deployed, are we do we have auth info, all of that. Can't remember if Cachefied has an API for this. Oh, yeah, it does. Force fresh, that's right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, do I need to cache this? It's using layers of caching anyway, so it should be very fast. We should have in app server get package prop get workshop slug. We're going to say require. Okay, so then we can say workshop slug. You know what, actually, let's change this to get. And it could be null. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Okay, there we go. So now we can get epic progress. Let's do the same thing here. Make it easier to bust caches and whatnot. And now we also need apps. Get apps. Let's do all this at once. Let's see if this can be fast. Convert this to promise.all. See if you can even manage my misspelling. Yep, stick that in there. Boom, thank you. Okay, great. And then we're going to go through the workshops. So let's make our progress array that matches the schema above. Something like that. I want to do it a little differently though. So type unknown or, come on, Copilot, you can finish this. Thank you. So unknown epic lesson slug string completed at. Let's do this. Array of progress infos and use other bits of info. Yep, there we go. So then, whoops. Great. So then we can iterate over, excuse me, sorry, for of the module workshop data. Copilot, are you working on this? And still working, still working. I don't know if I might be blocking the little spinner in the corner. All right, let's see what this did. So workshop data, what is wrong with you? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, we need to return object that has sections. I don't think we need hash const there. Okay, cool. So then up here we can say workshop data sections. We got a doubly nested or triply nested for loop. No, yeah, geez. Okay, we got our lessons. So we get the epic lesson slug, and epic completed at is going to be, we look up in epic progress, find that, we get our completed at. Otherwise, this is undefined, we'll say null. I looked for it, couldn't find it. And we're going to look for our app. And here's where things get tricky. So app is going to have embeds. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So hold on a second. Okay, so this is going to be more complicated. If app.type is example, then return null. If the app type is playground, return null. If the app type is yeah, we need not apps. We need exercises. Get exercises. Okay, let's see. Kind of think I want to do this differently. Yeah, you just get rid of that. For of embed instructions, find we need to take that embed and get the slug from it. So that should just be the last segment. So so he just asked in YouTube if this is live. Yep, this is live. Wild insights. I just don't know about this. Okay. Instructions. Embed. I don't think we need to find. No. Yeah, we don't need to find it. We just need to have some. Thank you. It's, nice of you to say. Then continue. Okay. I think I feel like there's a better way to do what I'm trying to do. Exercise dot finished video embeds some, and then Copilot, you can do that. Thank you. We're going to clean this up for sure. I don't think steps is optional. And we're only looking through the problem steps. Yeah, there we go. And then, yeah, if we can't find an exercise that it maps to, then it is unknown. Yikes. I just had a thought that this would be the first time I ever use labels. I didn't even know how to do that. I've done it once before. I think we would do something like we'd label this for loop, lesson loop. Is that how you do that? I think. What a disaster. How about this? Progress equals we could do get progress and then have a function that goes through all the exercises. I don't know, maybe this isn't so bad. We'll probably regret this later and refactor this, but no, I already regret it. I think it's stupid. Nope, we're not doing labels. There's a reason I've never used labels before. And yeah, instead of, I didn't like continue anyway. Yeah, we're going to do this. Progress. Let's get progress for lesson, sure. No, we'll just say get progress. Oh yeah, actually we have that already. We need epic lesson slug and exercises. And then we do this for loop in that function. All right, what is the type that comes back from get exercises? Yeah, exercise array. I don't think I export it, so we're going to cheat because I don't want to export it. There we go. And then these just return. And we need the completed at 2. Oh, wait, no. Let's just do this. Yep, and get rid of the continue. Is instructions is finished. Finished is a really bad term. It's very confusing. And is step. Okay, great. And then we can say if progress, then oh, rats. For lesson okay, what are you complaining about? Oh, we gotta await? I don't need to await. What is this? No, yeah, okay. you either type your return type or you add it as const all over the place. I prefer as const. All right, there we go. Okay. Great. Then let's see what this says. Oh, right, we need to call this thing. Oh, no, we do. Failed to fetch. EpicWeb not found. Ah, okay. Workshop data from EpicWeb for Epic Workshop Slug. Okay. Let me see about that. It's workshops with an S. Yep, there it is. There we go. Most of these are going to be unknown because I don't have most of the lessons. But some of them should be completed, I think, or match up. So we are missing something. Okay, let's see. What's my... why is this missing? Here, let's look for a specific example. README MDX. Okay, intro to full stack foundations workshop. That should be, oh right, we need the intro as well. Ah, shoot. We'll think about that later, because that's not going to be part of... No, it will. No, it is. Oh, no, it's not. It's not one of the exercises. It's like workshop holistic thing. So we'll have to... That's probably good anyway. We're doing weird stuff for that already, so... Okay, so not that one. Intro to styling. Pretty sure we're... no? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, see, that one is completed. Let's get... oh, here, let's look at this one. Yeah, there we go. Boom. So we should have that one. Progress really complicated all this stuff. Kind of annoyed by that a little bit. Well, all right, so we've got this, and we've got it in here. Not this one. In here. And so there should be, as a part of progress for lesson, we should get down here. We're going to say if the epic lesson slug is this, then I'm going to console log step problem epic video embeds. Okay, so there's one. And we're going to map. Whoop. Aha. I got that wrong. My bad. I want the last one. Can I use @ safely? I do require Node 18. Yeah, it pretty much fails on anything lower than Node 18. Yeah, it's even supported in Node 16 in some versions. So I'm using @. Welcome to the wonderful world of @. Okay, so with that now, we should hold on a second. That's interesting. Here we go. Okay. There we go. All right, type step. Exercise number 2, step number is 1. So when this is all done, we shouldn't ever have any unknown types. But I will have like a page that lists, oh, we're missing exercises for these lessons. Go fix that. Epic completed @ and that actually could happen if I added an exercise and then hold on a second. Got some kids working through their learning experience of being a human. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm just thinking. Great, so then I think this is good. Let's get rid of this. Yep. Okay. Yep. We're in a good spot there. So now what we need though is, instead of getting exercises, well, in addition to getting exercises, we need the intro and the finished. So if we go to index, routes, workshop app, index here, some of this stuff we need to put in it. Yeah, all this nonsense right here. We need to stick in an app util, or apps util, or it's not really apps, is it? Yeah, well, get workshop info. Yeah, cachified options, that's what I want. That's interesting. Compile MDX not have timings? Oh. That, yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. It's a little different type thing. So we'll just take the request by itself. Okay, so here's our README. Compile it. Get back success. Otherwise, we do this. Rats. Error message. Utility is elsewhere. I don't have a miscellaneous, do I? Nope. We're just going to cheat. Okay, so that takes care of that. Come over here. And this is going to be the get workshop readme. Should I just do, yeah, workshop readme. And then we'll do a workshop finished. Okay, I'm going to take an extended break. So I think I'll stop streaming actually, and then I might start streaming up again. Oh, I just realized my lights aren't on. This is what it's, you see that thing in the corner right there? Yeah, not supposed to do that. It's supposed to look like this. Lighting. All right, but I'm stopping right now. I will probably continue where I left off in a little bit, but I got to help my son with something, so we'll see. See ya.